Hello guys, welcome back to this tutorial series where I teach you about marketing analytics with Python. So today we have a very interesting topic at hand, how we can analyze marketing channel performance with the help of Python. So you might ask me why channel analysis? To give you a context, channels basically mean how we are actually promoting the product for a brand or business. So the help of channel analysis, we can allocate budget to the most profitable channels that are generating more revenue, and we can also see that which channel is generating more repeated orders, so and having the positive impact for the business. So that's why channel analysis is quite crucial. So just like the previous technique I have used in my previous lecture, we are going to use the same technique, which is group by method that we use for the data frame we have in our existing environment. And we are grouping by the values by marketing channel type. So we first of all we group the values based on those marketing channel type. Once we grouped it, we are going to calculate the aggregate value, which is like the mean value of a particular group, like which will have like total profit, what was the total profit for that particular group, what was the subsequent order count for that particular group, for example let's say paid social, and what was the total value of our promotion for that particular group. That thing is being aggregated, and a mean value for all those collectibles have been calculated and stored in this particular form. And finally, once we have aggregated all those mean values, we want to show that table with respect to total profit. So and we are setting ascending is equal to false. It means that we want the value that has the highest profit to be appear at the top of the table and further move down the process. And once you execute this particular beautiful statement, what you have created another data frame, and where you have this aggregate value in terms of channel analysis. We say that paid social has the highest total profit. Then follow on, we see organic search, direct, paid search, and affiliate. So these are the things here. And we have the columns total profit, subsequent order count, and total value of all promotion. Keep that these are the aggregate value or the mean value for a particular group that has been calculated after categorizing the data. And this is the chart which I have actually discussed in the previous video, so I'm going to discuss it right now in more depth because it's kind of makes more sense to display our finding into beautiful visualization. So here what we have done here, first understand what we are actually doing here. Here we are having two separate y-axis, one for the total profit, which is the first y-axis, and the second one is for the subsequent order count. That's one thing. And the second thing we are doing, we are having separate kind of plots for every specific value. For total profit we have like bar chart, but for subsequent order count we will have like a line plot that has a mark associated with particular value. So it's quite easy to do, it's not that difficult. So first of all, in order to do that, we sort of have created dual axes. First one for the bar plot, second one for the line plot, and finally we have we can set the axis label and y labels, and after that we can actually set the title as well, and finally plt.show. So the first thing you can see that we have like bar plot being plotted once we have this aggregate value being extracted as a panda series. And the second one, you see that we have the same panda series, an aggregated value that has been extracted from this particular data frame. And here the magic here actually happens here, where we are setting that we want to plot this a line in the existing plot, and that we want a separate axis as compared to the axis that we have defined first earlier. That once you do that, it's quite pretty much easy to do the replicate the whole graph. I suggest you go and replicate it. And once we have that, we can also have like a sort of index, like this is kind of like a report generating, where we say that the total the maximum profit was being generated by which channel. So here we have this top channel being stored in this particular information and printed here. Paid social is that total thing. So what you actually learned here, you analyzed average profits and order activity per channel. You identified the highest performing source, which is our paid social. And let's move on and talk about attribution modeling in the next video.